Attorney Better has a number of items as well.
Mr. Better.
Thank you, Judge.
Honestly, go fuck yourself, sir. You don't say that, okay? You don't lose a trial where a jury acquits someone and finds them overwhelmingly not guilty and say, I gave my sincere obligation to look into this, and I'm telling you all I saw when she's guilty. Again, respectfully, go fuck yourself.
Swear again like that. That was, no, I mean, whatever. That was, I shouldn't have done that.
A few moments later.
You, as a prosecutor, have got to be out of your fucking mind.
Nose.
Dude, Jimmy, look at those ears.
The ears don't bother me as much.
No, I don't trust a man. I don't trust a man with a lobe like that. No,
really,
not a fucking chance.
The mouth is butthole to me.
Very thin, paper thin.
The nose.
Oh, the nose.
The brows.
Well, listen, I will tell you though, I kind of like a fucked up nose on a guy.
I like a big old honker. I like a big nose.
Big old nose. Give me that big bitch. You know,
yeah,
like, I'm into it.
Come over here, cluck cluck.
Yeah.
I see some chickens that went moving on up in my biz, cluck cluck, running. You gotta be with the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, kids.
And I go, oop, clutch, clench, kegel. We did it all. And I go, oh, and what happened? And they go, well, we just got 4,000 plus pages, bitch. And I said, stop it. Show me it. Take me to Unimpound Town immediately, if not sooner. So what happens?
The bitch is here.
Why are you at a football game? Are you a Fonz correspondent?
Well, no, because it's only for men over 30. Okay? Have a great night, boys. Fuck off.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Hey, Blues Clues, motherfucker.
Good morning, loveys. Can you hear me? How are we? It is Monday morning. It is September 22nd, 2025, and we are together again. Yes, look at my common sense investigator. She is here. She can hear me. She's like, I hear you loud and clear, bitch. And Tiny Mary and Tiny Jesus are with us in the boom. So I wanted to come on this morning and just like touch base. Hi, I'm here. Are you here? Are we all alive? Alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. Woo! Because when I don't stream for a week, people are like, oh, is she okay? Is she all right? So let's do a wellness check. Let's do a wellness check on Kimmy and make sure that she is still with us. We might also do a little what's in this bag because the bitch has got to put her face on. Okay, we got to say, oh, does she have work? Yeah, she's got to go. So let's do it together. What did I do this week? Ask me. Oh, she did a lot. And it was like a week of good stuff. I watched the Red Sox lose. Always love to see my boys not bring home a win. Just kidding. It was not the best, but I digress. It was a great game. So I did that. I also went up to Saco, Maine this weekend to support whom? His name is Kirk Minahan and also Dave Cullinane, our favorite Cully Cakes, who was producing a live show. And it was awesome. I had the best time. And then I couldn't even do Sunday service because Olivia had like volleyball, a tournament, and I had to participate and be a like parental superstar. Okay. Show up, lady. Show up, show out, and watch your kid kick ass and take names. She's actually very good. And she's in junior varsity, but like, congratulations, Mazel Livy. You're doing all the Lord's work. And ask me if I did put Tiny Mary and Tiny Jesus in her bag. Did it give her an edge that other children didn't have? Some may say. I don't know. And she won. She won multiple things. So let's go. Throw some of this on and then pull your shit together. Okay, look, there she is. Oh, we got to do an eyebrow. Oh, find a brow, bitch. Oh, Sapenya Babadi, you know what? Okay, I'm going to find it. It lives here. Sorry, babes. This is a mess. So listen, we have a big week ahead of us. Okay. Yes, we do. We've got stuff going on. I've got a calendar planned for us because we're streaming. Okay. Is she back? Yes. Is she back in full force? Will you say, please don't be back? Will you say, I have had too many Kim streams this week? Yeah, you will. Oh, I'm not going to find my little eyebrow pencil. I'll look at it. And she did. I got 90s brows. Whatevs. It is what it is. Okay. She's getting it together. I know I have a little tiny pencil though, no? Where'd you go? Is it weird that I get all of my makeup comes from the drugstore, and the girls, all of their makeup comes from Ulta and Sephora? Generational trauma. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. We're not doing a brow. She doesn't need a brow. Okay. Pull it together. Hello, lovies. We meet again. Okay. So, same girl. She knows. Heather G. She's like, yeah, I have a 15-year-old or a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old, however old they are. They have all the things. And then they still steal my stuff. You're still taking my drugstore makeup. Can I have Maybelline? All right. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she went to CVS. Just saying. Sip of a Diet Coke. The chaos is real. Okay. So what did I miss last week? A lot. There has been a lot going down. There's been fuckery afoot in the Commonwealth. And without a Sunday service, how was I to connect with you? I don't know. I was living on a prayer, but I missed you. I missed you very much. So today, what do we have going on? We have Karen Reed civil hearing, which I've got the code. Okay. I have the code. Who gave me the code? The World Wide Web. It's not meant for public viewing, but I'll be there. Okay. I'm going to be calling in on an anonymous number, and I'm just going to sit silently. And maybe I've told you a plan that shouldn't be done, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do my anonymous listening. I'm not going to broadcast it because I don't need the FCC and or Donald Trump to come knocking on my door asking me for my desktop. Okay. I don't need it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to watch it all, have it all in my brain. And then I'm going to talk to you about it later today. Also, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I got invited to go where? Vinnie Politan's house. I'm court TVing again. Is this what we're doing? I don't know, but I was invited by a lady who's a producer. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Wondering if I'm going to see John DePietro. Will he be there? What will he have to say? Will he make comments about turtles? Somehow, will a turtle be involved? I don't know. But I know that I'll be there to karate chop him back to Rhode Island where he belongs. Okay? You stay down there. He has arguments with people, right? He's also doing his 46 ad reads for services that he's able to weave in very non-discreet. Makes me uncomfortable. It might make you uncomfortable as well, but I'm thinking about also signing up for I don't know, maybe somebody would give me a commercial and I could do it for like Kiss press-on nails. Find them. Where? At your local CVS. Sponsor me, Kiss. Oh, did someone kiss you before you passed away? You can get all of your will preparation done at my guy J&K Will and Testimony down the road. I don't know. He's an interesting character. Of all that I have met, and yet he doesn't like offend me in like an offending way that some people, like sometimes Kevin can get under your skin or other trolls can get under your skin. And John DePietro does not harm me. He feels like he lives in the computer. I'm like, he's not real. He's not real. If you have an AARP card, I'm not too scared, like, ooh, Are you going to give me a discount for an early bird supper? No, stop it. So that's that. So we have Karen Reed hearing today, civil suit hearing today. I'm going to do a stream later on. We'll talk about that. And then I'm going on to the court TV at 9. Then tomorrow is Kelsey Fitzsimmons. And that's a hearing that I need to be like, I wish I could take the day off, but I can't, babe. So I'm going to have to cover it afterwards because this is big. When I say big, I mean the clutch I clutched, clenched, and kegeled all at the same time when I heard about Kelsey and her bail being revoked. That was right before we had the show on the 11th. So we had the show on the 12th. On Thursday, the 11th, the big, Wilbur show with Turtle Boy and Auntie Deb. We got the news that, Kelsey was being sent back, okay, for a dangerousness. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm sorry. How is she dangerous when she was the one who got shot? And you're saying that because she couldn't physically, because of lung capacity and being, I don't know, shot in the chest, maybe one would not be able to participate in your blowing? Like, have Quest Diagnostics come on out, do a little blood draw on her. You're making it very difficult, and the judge is Bev adjacent. It got postponed? No. Oh, son of a gun, Noodles mama. All right, October 7th. All right, we got a Tuesday day then. But I will say then what I want to do tomorrow, Kelsey related, is I want to talk like medical stuff because I know that everyone has done a really great job at covering exactly what's going on, but like why she is unable to have the lung capacity to do the testing in which was required or asked by the state. And then the fact that she had someone from probation say like, no, she can't do this and she can't do it for A, B, and C reasons. And then they still thought it was okay to revoke her. What? Like, this does not make sense. And I want to go through how this is like absolutely a violation of her rights, in my opinion. And like, of course, Tim Bradle, her attorney, didn't know what he didn't know. Like, how were you to know that you were going to have a difficult time with doing this until it was already done? Like, until those proposed terms of bail were already put in place. Do you know what I'm saying? So like that is very concerning to me. So we'll go over that. And then Mikey Crawford over at the Young Jerks, he had a video that he did of Kelsey going to a call. Like, and I don't know if it is the one, but if it is, I want to look at it. And if he got the call of where the postpartum mother had the incident a year before, and the trauma that her partner and her like have associated with that specific call, it'll be absolutely imperative for us to take a look at that because psychologically, everything that really could impact a police department, an officer, and her partner all happened in that exact moment. And the worst outcome possible. So, all right, there is that. Then on 9/24, we have the one, the only Turtle Boy hearing. Aiden Carney, as represented by Timothy Bradle and Mr. Mark Betterow, will be there, and we will be watching that together, and I'll do a video afterwards. And that is basically it for updates for this week. But there's a lot of brewing because last week I was in like knee deep in Sandra Birchmore, and Sandra Birchmore, the Dateline episode aired last Friday. And did I learn anything new? No, right? There was nothing that I thought to myself, wow, thank you, Dateline, because I've already said, oh, thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Dave Cullinane. Thank you, Mizzy. Thank you to Suzanne. And we knew all of these things, except there was one thing that had always been like super bothering me about the thousands of text messages. And I posted it again last night on my Twitter. And I just wanted you guys to know this because you're the smartest and the prettiest, and you probably knew it already. Get in here, Kimberly. Scoobity-bee-bop. Find your home. Nope, that's not me. Is that me? Yes. All right, profile. And I'm going to share it. Oh, can I do that? Yes. Share it. Find it. Share. Okay. Let me see, babes. Does this make sense? Okay, add it to stage. I am little. That is perfect. Good. Now, find your way here. Okay. So last night, I had already known about this for like from a year ago, but MSP had a digital forensic analysis conducted by John Fanning, and he found what? Thousands of texts between former Stoughton police officer Matt Farwell, as he referred to him in this legal document, and Sandra Birchmore on her laptop. And he wrote, quote, "It was clear based on these texts with Matt that he and Sandra had a sexual relationship, as he told us in a previous interview." In 2024, Farwell was indicted on one count of killing a witness or victim. And in his 45-page document of that indictment, it revealed shocking details of sexual abuse, including the exact date that Sandra lost her virginity at age 15 to predator Matthew Farwell, who was age 28 at the time. And I still don't understand how or why the FBI needed to step in to arrest Matt Farwell when the Mass State Police and Norfolk District Attorney's Office had damning digital evidence in their possession since February of 2021. Okay. So now this was the one I posted last year. And I want to pull this up so we can read it together. All right. Can you see this, babes? Okay. All right. So this was August 16th, 2021 from Sergeant, who was Sergeant at the time, not Lieutenant John Fanning. And it is subject Sandra Birchmore's Apple laptop analysis. Fuck off. On February 4th, 2021, Trooper Dunn responded to Canton for the self-checkout death of Sandra Birchmore. Trooper Dunn was advised by multiple sources that the victim, Sandra, was possibly pregnant and that she said the father of the baby was Detective Matt Farwell from Stoughton Police Department. In 2021, they knew all of this. Okay. And then it said, Trooper Dunn, Keefe, and I responded to blank to retrieve Sandra's laptop and any other relevant evidence. We retrieved Sandra's Apple laptop, and we were able to use a password to gain access to the device. This device was then turned over to Trooper Nick Garino for data collection and preservation. And that's where everyone said, babes, oh, we've missed the 32,000 texts, right? Oh, how did he miss it? Oh, how did he miss it? He didn't. Spoiler. Over the next several weeks, meaning I, John Fanning, analyzed the data from Sandra's laptop. In particular, I was investigating any criminal conduct related to Sandra's death and redacted. Sandra's laptop gave me access to approximately 12 months of iMessages, social media content, and other documents and databases. Matt and Sandra had texted thousands of times over the year, as well as communication with many other friends and family of Sandra. It was clear based on text with Matt that he and Sandra had a sexual relationship, as he had told us in his previous interview. Also, shady fucking shade from Sergeant Fanning at the time, says it appeared Sandra had sexual relationships with other men in the months leading up to her death. And why are you writing that, you fucking weirdo? There were no threats of harm by any of these individuals, including Matt. And that is respectfully submitted, Sergeant John Fanning, badge 3253. Well, I'll be dipped. Because what do I find? If you go back and turn back the hands of time, you will remember that the FBI had their 45-page indictment of him. And it said on February 11th, 2020, which is within that year time frame, Loveys, that he said that he found, like, he had a year of thousands of messages. This is exactly what was discussed within that 1 year time frame, because they found Sandra unalived on February 4th. Okay, focus. So on February 11th, 2020, Birchmore and Farwell discussed the exact day that Farwell took her then 15-year-old Birchmore's virginity. Birchmore, I had butterflies so bad the day you took my virginity. Farwell, me too. It was such a big day. Birchmore, I still know the date to this day. Farwell, really? Birchmore, yes. Farwell, smiley face. Sorry. Birchmore, that's not a date I'll ever forget. Birchmore, it was April 10th, 2013. Farwell confirms it with a smiley face. And Birchmore writes the best day of my life with a face with a little heart emoji. And Farwell writes, me too. Oh, Loveys. Then it said on June 19th, 2020, Birchmore and Farwell had the following conversation, which Farwell reminisced about his past criminal sexual abuse of Birchmore. Birchmore, I'm glad you agreed to take my virginity, though. Me too. Okay. Then if you read on, though, it says, LOL, Farwell says, LOL, if I pushed, I absolutely could have fucked you without condoms from day one. Ew. And Birchmore says, probably if you really pushed it. And Birchmore said, I was kind of scared to say no in the beginning, not knowing how you'd take it. So yeah, you would have got no condoms. LOL. At age 15. It is atrocious. As like a mom of a 15-year-old, it just hits different. And I have no words to say how disgusting not only Matt Farwell is as a human being, and he's not a man. He's a predator. He's a pig. He's less than human. He's subhuman in my mind. But he had so much to say, and he was so sloppy as a criminal that you documented all of this. You answered and were texting her about these things at any time, and confirmed that you sexually abused a 15-year-old girl who was still in your program, because she was at that time, right? Sandra joined the Explorers program at age 13. It disbanded like right after I think she graduated high school. So like when she was 18 or 19. But, you know, this was all present and available and at the fingertips of Mass State Police. Nick Guarino preserved all the text messages. And although Fanning didn't write 32,000 text messages, he said that he found thousands. Thousands. And had you looked, you would have found this. And I don't know, babes, I'm not an attorney, but forgive me. This is a crime that a 28-year-old local cop is talking about, not only taking her virginity, but also that he could have hit it without condoms, and her reaction to it. Stop. This is fucking sick. And you all had it at your fingertips. And it still took 3 years for the FB motherfucking I to come through and to actually hold him accountable for something. Because not only abuse of power, but sexual abuse of a minor. I mean, there's so many different avenues that anyone could have prosecuted him if they wanted to. But the Norfolk District Attorney's Office didn't want to. This is still the same office who refuses to acknowledge Sandra Birchmore's autopsy as a fucking homicide. Meatball Morrissey himself is still up there saying to all of us, "Oh, hey boo, this wasn't a homicide. It's still a suicide ruling from us." It's egregious. And I was heartbroken over that. And that's the only thing that in the Dateline that I was like, oh yes, okay, so they're acknowledging, but they're acknowledging it incorrectly still. Andrea Canning, who Dave Cullinane, our Dave, oh, poor Dave. He just sat in that chair. Oh, sitting in a Dateline episode, just looking, just nodding his head with a tiny lazy eye, my poor angel. So anywho, he's sitting there, and they did say that there was acknowledgement of the text messages in the Stoughton Police Department internal investigation that was initiated by whom? Donna McNamara, the chief of police. But in my opinion, Donna McNamara knew all of it. You saw her on 2020. If you watched it, Lovey, she said, I was aware of Sandra Birchmore. I knew of her. That's what she said. She was like, yeah, I've been to a call at her house because her and her mom would get in fights. Typical, teenager stuff. Oh, there was a concern that Sandra might self-check out before her family called a wellness check on her. And it was like, okay, that was not when she was pregnant. And just because you have a fight with your mother when you're 15, and even if you do have mental health diagnoses that are documented or undiagnosed, who gives a fuck? It's weird that you shitheads did nothing about this. And the only reason I believe that McNamara started the internal affairs is to cover her own ass. It wasn't for the love of Sandra Birchmore or for the justice that she was seeking. Stop. You knew that your officers were in on some shit. And I don't believe that Explorers program and Divine, I do not believe that this was as well kept of a secret of what was going on for all those years. And I think that everybody failed Sandra from when she was alive to 3 years post her death, in my opinion. Because had a good cop found that, had a good cop seen any of the shit that they were talking about, where he admits to necrophilia shit, he's a very, very evil man, Matt Farwell. And when you're seeing the shit in which he did write her, there were other text messages that were difficult to look at too. But this one specifically, where he admits to a crime of statutory rape of a minor, And, oh, well, great. He admitted it. He told us that he had a sexual relationship, said Fanning. Good old Matt. Not Matthew. There was a comfort level and a protection that was in place until the FBI came. And I want to know why. And I think that Sandra's family deserves to know why. Because we can't say that you were incompetent. We can't say, oh, you missed it. Because you had it. And we have proof that you had it. Dated back in August of 2021. And also, another thing, one more thing, lovies, was that I always thought that maybe the medical examiner, I was like, oh, maybe she missed it. Maybe she missed the broken hyoid bone. But she found that too. And that's concerning. Because exactly 0 out of 100 partial weight-bearing hangings result in a broken hyoid bone. And over 50% of strangulations and asphyxiation does result in a fractured or broken hyoid bone. So that was available. These text messages were available from jump. Why was he only questioned twice? Why was there no more? Why did you not look further? What if it was your daughter? What if it was your sister, your mother, your friend? Why didn't you look? Because you had it all there. That's my question. It's my question of the day. There it is. Look at, she says, Melanie Gore says, cover up and protection. Oh, Brian Jr.'s Frozen Donuts says, Chief knew what was happening the entire time. Brian, that is bold. And I'm fucking with you. How do you think Donna McNamara climbed up that ladder? Bullshit. She knew what all those boys, to what extent, I don't know. But you have to be able to say that there are not clean hands of McNamara. Chief McNamara is no fucking hero. Do you hear me? Lovies. Like, and I say that in with all due disrespect. She is no hero. And I do not want you to conflate those two. Or to think because Dateline painted her in some fucking, the angel among us. McNamara came and she did the internal investigation. And that's where the bomb drop fell. Nope. Not true. Mass State Police had it in February of fucking 2021. Nah. And again, it's my firm belief, and I know that this is fresh, and it's a little bit of a hot take, but I think that she initiated that IA just to cover her own ass and the ass of her people, of her department, so that she could say, okay, I'm going to let him go down, but I am not going to allow them to stick their noses in places if they looked further. Because God forbid what they would find if they looked through Divine's communication with McNamara. And there was a revelation last week. Babes, oh my God, we've got to go. But I want to say this. Last week, revelation comes out, hits us fast in the 1-2. And we find the fuck out that Robert Divine, who is still fighting for his life at the Post Commission, he says, or he didn't say, the Post said, we do not think that he should be able to, have his certification because of why? Oh, we also found out that he texted Sandra on the day that she died. He was in communication with Sandra Birchmore the day she died. I'm sorry, what? I never heard that before. And this isn't coming from the family of Sandra Birchmore. This isn't from an outside entity. This is the Post Commission. They're telling on you. There's fuckery afoot. In this case, the web and the people in which Sandra Birchmore's case touches, in my opinion, goes much farther than Karen Reed, Officer John O'Keefe. And by the time it is done, Sandra Birchmore may or may not be the catalyst that completely blows up Norfolk County. God damn, Kevy Kev 781. I know, I'm hitting it this morning. Sandra's been on my mind a lot, and her baby and her family, and Matt just not even having any kind of pretrial. Like, why haven't we seen him? I know Cully would be there. If anybody could be in court, Suzanne would be there. Like, Mizzy would be there. They keep kicking the can down the road for what? What's going on? Is he telling them everything? I don't know. And absolutely, my Kate says it just keeps going and going. I hear you, babes. I love you. Okay. And listen, today is the 22nd. We have had quite the September. Okay. It's been a September to remember, if you will. But as you embark on today and as you get ready for the rest of your week, I just want you to go and think to yourself, like, hey, listen, bitch, I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Every day that you're putting your 2 feet on the floor and you're getting up, and I don't give a fuck if it's, hey, I got to make my way to the living room. I feel like garbage. Or if you're not feeling well emotionally or physically or anything, that you just keep getting up and you keep doing the best that you can every day. Okay. And that's enough. And I love your faces. And I'll come back tonight. I have to sign on to work, but I'll come back on tonight and we'll talk all the shit about what we saw in the civil hearing today. And then again, Vinny P at his house, Court TV, 9 p.m. I love your faces. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
All right. Great job on the news.
Thank you.
We will, Courtney and I will share what happened when we went to dinner last night, Sunday dinner coming up. And as